Hey, it's Marlon. Before we dive into today's episode, I want to give you some context for what you're about to hear. This was recorded in one of the most painful and pivotal moments of my life, right after I found out that family members had been turned against me, that I had lost my entire social network, and the crushing realization that I was completely isolated. In that moment, I decided to hit record. What follows is my journey from childhood to the present, tracing the choices, patterns, and betrayals of self that led me to this breaking point. You'll hear the raw pain, the anger, and the weight of grief as I began to see with absolute clarity how a lifetime of people pleasing, self abandonment, and prioritizing the wrong people had built a life that was never truly mine. And when that life collapsed, it collapsed hard. But this podcast, Rising from the Shadows, is not just about grief, it's about reclamation. My mission and the work I do is for people who have lost their sense of self and identity, to help lift the fog of people pleasing and codependency, and to help chart a path forward so they can finally live the life that they were meant to live, and they can live it on their own terms. These first 5 episodes take on a more reflective tone because at the time of recording, I was grieving the years I had spent betraying myself, grieving the life I lost, and perhaps most painfully, grieving the life I never got to live because I spent so long living for everyone else. So as you listen, I invite you to reflect on your own journey. Where have you said yes when you really meant no? Where have you silenced your own needs to meet the expectations of others? And most importantly, what happens when you finally stop? Let's get into it.